Here are a couple social studies questions with graphs. It's really important that you know how to read graphs, not just line graphs, but bar graphs, pie graphs, maps. A lot of it will be in social studies. There will be a little bit in science. All right, this is unemployment rates during the New Deal, percentage of jobless non-farm workers, 1926 to 1946. Now, what's interesting about this, they haven't labeled down here the years. You have to realize that the first line is 1926, 27, 28, 29, 30, and so on, all the way to 1946. So even though they didn't mark it, it's there in those lines. And we saw the stock market crash in the 20s, FDR's New Deal, Supreme Court, World War II, end of World War II. These are big, big instances. So that first question, according to the Census Bureau's data on the graph, it can be concluded that the onset of World War II contributed to which change in the US unemployment rate? So we are looking at the onset of World War II. That means when it started, right here. And let's look at A. The unemployment rate stabilized at the beginning of World War II and remained stable until the war's end. Not true. Look at it. It took a nosedive. B. The unemployment rate declined consistently until shortly before the war's end. Declined, 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 declined. Oh, did a little uptick. That one looks pretty good. And actually, I would choose that one right now, but we're going to check the others just so if you don't really understand the concept of the question, you can eliminate answers so you get the right answer. So let's check C. The unemployment rate decreased during World War II, but remained above the normal rate throughout the war. So it did decrease, but it never stayed at a normal rate. It dive bombed. So C is not true. C is out. And then D, the unemployment rate increased gradually throughout the war. Well, that's not true. Again, it dive bombed. So it can only be B. All right, let's look at the next one. According to the graph, the most significant and uninterrupted change in the US unemployment rate between 1926 and 1946 occurred immediately after. So we're looking for significant, uninterrupted change. And we've got stock market, FDR, New Deal Part 2, enters World War II. And actually right now, we're not even going to look at the answers. We're going to look to see if there is a significant and uninterrupted change in the unemployment rate between these years, 1926 and 1946. So here is a huge change. We went from relatively normal unemployment and it skyrocketed in a matter of years. That's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So right there, huge change. And that would have been after the stock market crash. And we can look around, is there anything else that big? No, because this is a big decline, but it's not nearly as big as this incline. So we come down here, the stock market crash, most significant and uninterrupted change in the US unemployment rate, right there.